As we said earlier, we were going to be joined by the Hall of Famer on the set, and he joins us right now, Kent Desormeaux. And Kent, thank you so much for joining us. And I know you're happy to be back in the OC because, as you can see, your exploits here during this Los Alamitos meeting have been many.
Won the Great Lady M Stakes, of course, and you become the 5th all-time leading money owner, right, as far as jockeys go. That presentation here must have been a great honor for you.
It was very humbling to have them say the name Chris McCarron, which I've passed. I couldn't believe it, actually. They called me in the jocks room after the second and told me what had happened, what I had accomplished, and I was really humbled.
Well, let's get down to business, my friend. We'll talk about your mounts later this afternoon, but your day started in Kentucky because Kentucky is the center of the racing world next Saturday, and you have one of the favorites in Exaggerator. First, tell us about the work and how we got over the track and what your impression was.
Well, I'll start off by saying that he had incredible energy and was smooth as silk, healthy as a lark, and I would have called the recording an absolute. I mean, I would call the workout an absolute recording, a replay of the one before the Santa Anita Derby. He went 102 and change, and that sounds slow and all, but it was on purpose. And then the next eighth he went 12, the next eighth he went 12, and all the way to the 6th furlong marker he went another 13. So it was an incredible exercise, and I was very, very proud of him.
I mean, his biggest win was in the Santa Anita Derby, as we well know, Kent, 6 lengths on a sloppy racetrack. There's people out there that say he's a wet track horse. I personally don't believe that. He's proven on a fast track. To me, this is a move, whether it's wet or dry, that wins a Derby. I think he's got that type of move. You would agree with that, right?
Well, and the setup is usually exactly as the Santa Anita Derby was. I mean, they're going to go 22-45, and if they do that, I don't want to have anything to do with any of those front runners. But if they go 23-47, I'm going to be head and head with them. I mean, the horse is capable, as he proved in the San Vicente. He can go 21, 44, 108, 7/8, and 120. I mean, how much faster do people think he is? And I'm out there listening to the public suggest that he has no speed. Well, he has so much speed, I have to watch where I use it because he's too fast.
And in case it rains, he's proven on a wet track. We don't have that question mark going in either.
No, Churchill Downs is usually a wet, fast racetrack, so that's very encouraging.
Yeah. Let me ask you about the Santa Anita Derby. And to go back on the theme, some people think the wet track moved him up. How much of a different horse was he from his first start of his 3-year-old campaign? How much have you seen him and felt him develop?
Well, we all can watch a replay of the Breeders' Cup. He totally drugged me around the racetrack. I would call it way too aggressive. I felt terrible with these things that I use every day. My hands were, what did my brother, I think he said, what, did you have Roberto Duran hands today or something? What's going on with you, right? And then to plead to the fans to understand that in the race, the San Felipe, my brother and I are scratching our heads because he went 24 and change the second to last quarter,
right,
and then he went 25 and change the last quarter, which was dismal. But he took a Mike Tyson blow at the quarter pole when I tried to extricate him from behind leaders.
Okay.
And he got a rib shot. And obviously, we all know in the camp that, well, it had to be that because he was impressive in the Santa Anita Derby. And I think it was all of those things. Yes, he probably enjoys the mud, but he didn't like the body blow of the quarter pole in the San Felipe either.
So you've chased Nyquist a number of times. You've never gotten by him. Do you feel like this is a different animal that you're going into the first Saturday in May with? Do you feel like this is an animal that could possibly turn the tables on the champ?
I do. I think he's definitely progressing. I think he's getting stronger, faster. He's definitely gotten bigger and longer, more scope. But, I mean, I came to Nyquist in the San Vicente, and I was smiling. I mean, I didn't even think I was going to have to cock my stick and encourage my horse to run any faster because I was flying. And I got to Nyquist's shoulder, and he just went with me and, in fact, opened up later on me. That is a serious racehorse, and I would have to say that I am hopeful to have some help with him. I'm hopeful that maybe he doesn't get over the racetrack very well. Maybe he gets in the pockets that he can't progress when he needs to be sliding forward. I'm hopeful that I can get some racing inferiority for him and superiority for Exaggerator because that horse can really run.
And that was 7/8, and the 1.25 is going to help you. And there's some question marks with Nyquist at a 1.25, although when you watch him run, you wouldn't think that. But on pedigree, it's going to definitely help you.
Well, that's exactly what the Kentucky Derby is so exciting about, though. There's so many unanswered questions. Who can get the mile and a quarter? Or is there going to be speed? You know, where's Exaggerator going to be? I love when you guys here at the media put the pills in place, so to speak, on the racetrack, because it's kind of fun to watch. And I love hearing what you all have opinions about how the race is going to set up, because I do the same thing.
Well, it's a very honest assessment of your chances and how you see the Derby, but we're going to need your analysis of the races coming up. The Pick Four is about to start. You ride the last two, and the California Chrome, you've got Let's Meet in Rio. This is a horse that you piloted the maiden victory. You rode him in the Sham and the Bob Lewis. Tell us about this colt, how he's doing, and tell us what's going to take for him to find the winner's circle.
Well, I haven't seen him since I last ridden him, but I can tell you that after the first win that I had on him, I told the Baffert camp, I said he won't lose next time I ride him, and he did. He won in fine fashion here at Los Alamitos, and I was torn. I didn't know who I was going to ride, him or Exaggerator, in those hours.
Really?
That's why I'm here today. I think he's a really, really good horse. This was just a terrible performance on his part, obviously. That's why he took, how long has he been off? Something went awry in this race. This horse is not running at all on this occasion.
Well, this is the Sham. This is when he was second to Collected. We didn't show the Bob Lewis. So this is when
I'm sorry.
coming on late.
I did have the wrong race, because the next race he didn't run a jump.
Right, and that's why he's been off for a while.
He just took me for a gallop, and that horse that you just saw there, making a bold move, took a shot there at the 8th pole, and still came on forwardly at the last 1/8 of a mile.
The horse that beat him went and won the Lexington. So
he's
in
a
that
good
race,
horse. It's why I'm here. People can wonder, what the hell? What's this armor? Why didn't he just stay? I really like this horse. It might not be today, because this is his return.
Right.
Will he need it? I never think so in the Baffert camp. I would. I always bet with confidence. With being on him, I'm going to be confident. But I can tell you, I think I'm going to be out the rear.
Oh, well,
I mean, that's what I see.
Kent, thank you so much for joining us. We wish you the best of luck today, and of course with the Exaggerator and the Kentucky Derby, and continued success, because you're riding as well as anybody right now.
Thank you, Mike.
Hard
Having
work's
so much
paying
fun.
off. Yeah.
Welcome back, Simon.
Get some sleep. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it.
Bet anywhere with TVG.